High school basketball broadcasts are presented by Next Ag Appraisal and Realty, Members Owned Credit Union, Sunbelt Rentals, Jimmy John's, Nebraska DOT Highway Safety Office, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Teammates Mentoring, and Play It Again Sports. Now, calling all the action, here's Nick Sainert and Jay Foreman.
Good evening. Welcome into Lincoln Southwest High School as we have high school hoops coming up in just a few minutes right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Nick Sainert with you from Lincoln Southwest High School, just moments away from the Rockets of Lincoln Northeast High and the Silverhawks of Lincoln Southwest High School. I want to thank our friends at Next Ag Appraisal and Realty for their support of high school sports. As always, your land, your legacy, their solutions. Visit nextagrealestate.com to learn how their firsthand experience can help you in valuing, managing, and selling your property. Once again, it's the Lincoln Northeast Rockets. Their 8-3 record going up against the Southwest Silverhawks and their 7-4 mark here in the 2024-2025 campaign. This will be our second time in as many weeks to see Lincoln Southwest. Last Friday, Jay and I called a game between Lincoln Southeast and Lincoln Southwest at this very same high school at Southwest. Southeast was able to go on the road and knock off the Silverhawks last Friday. A big win for Joey Warning and the Knights squad. Now, Lincoln Southwest, they followed that up with a disappointing performance against Omaha Westside, but then they're coming in off of a victory against Bellevue East, 77-51, and we're going to see if the Silverhawks, led by head coach Alex Baugh, can generate some momentum here with 3 games remaining before they get into the HAC tournament, which essentially is the Heartland Athletic Conference tournament, a citywide tournament featuring pretty much all LPS institutions. For the Lincoln Northeast Rockets, they're having a good year, trying to make it back to state for the first time since 2016, led by head coach Monty Ritchie, and they got a score on their side in the form of Lazarick Houston. Lazarick averaging 26.5 points per game. He also adds about 5 assists per contest as well. But Lazarick is certainly somebody that the Silverhawks are going to have to maintain. Former North Star guy, Lazarick Houston, the leading scorer for the Rockets. Another name you need to know, there's 2 more. It's going to be Abdallah, number 13 for the, number 11, Moflog Abdallah for the Lincoln Northeast Rockets, 13.5 points per game. And then last but not least, kind of their third leading scorer, it's going to be number 12, Grant Fredericks, who adds about 12 points per game as well for head coach Monty Ritchie. I was going through the prep for this one, and it was kind of hard to believe. 2 of these teams, obviously Lincoln Northeast is having a little bit better of a year than Lincoln Southwest is, although we're only 11, 12 games, depending on who you are, into the season. But ultimately, Lincoln Northeast hasn't been back to state tournament since 2016, like I mentioned. Lincoln Southwest, and this is what surprised me more than anything, has only made 1 appearance in the Class A state tournament, not the championship, the tournament, and that was all the way back in 2009. And so trying to get the monkey off their back there between the Silverhawks and the Rockets. We're just moments away from tip-off. When we come back in a short time, we'll have starting lineups for the Rockets and the Silverhawks coming up in just a few minutes on 93.7 The Ticket. Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier dealership, stocking top brands such as Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Indian Motorcycles, Sea-Doo, Manitou pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle dealership and ring in the new year the right way on an Indian motorcycle. Save big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft to ring in the new year at their new 27th and I-80 location.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into Lincoln Southwest High School. Nick Sainert with you on a Friday evening, just moments away from Lincoln Northeast and Lincoln Southwest. Let's get you rolling with starting lineups. First for the visitors from Lincoln Northeast High School, led by head coach Monty Ritchie, 8-3 on the season on a 3-game winning streak, and working to continue that lead in the city of Lincoln. They'll send out there Monty Ritchie, number 3, Easton Switzer, number 11, Mo Abdallah, number 12, Grant Fredericks, number 22, Hayden Teneper, and number 24, their leading scorer with 26.5 per game, Lazarick Houston. Same starting lineup for head coach Alex Baugh and the Silverhawks as last Friday. Isaiah Sanders, Jackson Cruz, Micaiah Sanders, Kavion Reynolds, and Jacob Hecht out there for the Silverhawks. Silverhawks in their home whites with the green trim, cursive, or I should say script Southwest across the chest, green letters and numbers, while the Rockets in their road blacks and white letters and numbers. Here we go as the Southwest Silverhawks work right to left from my vantage point. They won the tip, and it's the first possession of the game underway. Jackson Cruz playing against his former team in the Lincoln Northeast Rockets. He handles it, passes it right side. Now he gets it back with the right wing. Cruz dribbles between the legs, dribbles now top of the key, crosses over right side, passes out. Sanders for 3, too strong, and a rebound corralled by, that is Lazarick Houston, the leading scorer for Lincoln Northeast, as the Silverhawks go one and done. But now Houston gets his pocket picked by Isaiah Sanders. Silverhawks have a 2-on-1 break. Layup off the glass. No whistle for a goaltend. They missed a blatant goaltend, but thankfully for the Silverhawks, they're quickly there to put up a second effort, and they get the layup to fall. Back the other way we go. Three-point attempt quickly by Lincoln Northeast. It's good for number 22, Hayden Teneper. He starts 1 for 1, and it's 3-2 Lincoln Northeast with 7:01 to play in the first quarter. Here on the left side, it's Sanders. Micaiah passes to his brother Isaiah. Isaiah gives it to Jackson Cruz, back to Isaiah Sanders. Now left side, 3-ball on the way, Kavion Reynolds. Little too strong, and a nice rebound there by Teneper of Lincoln Northeast. He gives it to Lazarick Houston, who pushes the pace up the right side. Layup off the glass, and it falls. A nice job by Lazarick Houston, wearing some bright pink shoes tonight as he gets the first 2 to fall for him tonight. And Cruz working, floater, contested, no good. Rebound tipped up, and it's corralled by, that is number 3, Easton Switzer of Lincoln Northeast as he crosses the timeline. Gives it to Abdallah. Abdallah almost turned it over, but is able to get the pass to Teneper. Now back to Abdallah on the left wing. Top of the key, here is Switzer. Switzer gives it back to Teneper. He'll try another 3, this time from the left side, and that one rattles home, and it's quickly an 8-2 Lincoln Northeast lead with 6:08 to play in the first quarter as the Silverhawks will jog it across the timeline. Cruz passes it off to Micaiah Sanders. Now to Isaiah Sanders. Isaiah passes to Micaiah. 23 on the possession, 5:58 on the game clock here. Pass down low on the block. It's Jackson Cruz working on Abdallah. Fade away, and he gets the jumper to fall. It's 8-4. So a fast-paced opening couple of minutes here. We're 2 minutes and about 15 seconds into the ball game, and it's 8-4 Lincoln Northeast. After 2 3-pointers by Teneper of Lincoln Northeast, they'll try another 3 this time from Switzer. He's unable to get it to fall, but we have a foul down low away from it as 2 guys were trying to go for the rebound. This one goes on Isaiah Sanders. That's going to be his first, and the first team foul on Lincoln Southwest. So with 5:36 to play in the first quarter, it'll be a baseline inbound underneath their own bucket. They get it into Abdallah. Now Teneper throws it down low to a cutting Switzer, misses a bunny at the doorstep of the bucket, and it's a defensive rebound for Jackson Cruz. Up the floor to Isaiah Sanders. Back to Cruz. Cruz dribbles it out near the logo, crosses over, passes right side. The Rockets currently in a man-to-man defense as Isaiah Sanders passes now left side to Kavion Reynolds. 5:15 in the first quarter, 18 on the possession here. Left side, Reynolds, drive baseline is Cruz, kicks it out top of the key, 3-ball on the way, unable to get it to go is Isaiah Sanders, and a defensive rebound by Lazarick Houston, who pushes the pace up the right side, gets bumped, no whistle, layup in the lane, no good, too strong, and the rebound corralled by Jacob Hecht. First time we've called Hecht's name tonight. Quickly, the Silverhawks pushing the pace, and we have a whistle, stoppage in play, and a flat foul on the floor. charge to the Rockets. 4:52 to go, first quarter. It's 8-4, Lincoln Northeast. That foul went on Lincoln Northeast, their first team foul of the game. That one goes on Easton Switzer, his first. So it would be a baseline inbound underneath their own bucket for Southwest as Pimney is now into the game for the Silverhawks. 3-ball on the way by Reynolds, no good. He may have gotten hit. He was looking for a foul, and no whistle came. Up the floor, here's Switzer. Switzer on the right side. He pops a tray, misses that one off the side of the rim, and another offensive rebound for Lincoln Northeast as Mo Abdallah drives baseline, steps through, layup with the left hand, no good, but a whistle and a foul is called on Lincoln Southwest, and Mo Abdallah will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. That foul goes on number 3, Jackson Cruz. That's his first personal foul. And Mo Abdallah is at the line to shoot 2 shots. And first one, it hit every part of the rim except did not fall through. So it bounces out, no good on the first. And with 4:31 to go, there's one more free throw looming here in the first quarter. Mo Abdallah gets the ball from the referee, fires away. The left-handed shooter is able to connect on the second one, and he makes it a 9-4 ball game. Lincoln Northeast with a 5-point advantage with 4:28 to play in the first quarter. On the left side, it's Isaiah Sanders. Isaiah passes right side to Micaiah Sanders. Micaiah wearing number 10, throws it down to Cruz on the elbow, who backs it out to the perimeter. Back to Micaiah Sanders. Pass fake left, dribbles center of the lane, off the glass, too strong. Nice rebound there by Grant Fredericks as he was able to contest Micaiah Sanders in the lane. And now Fredericks almost loses it in transition, but gives it to Lazarick Houston, who brings it across the timeline. Pass right side, Abdallah was able to get Pimney to jump for it. Good defensive recovery by big number 23 for Lincoln Southwest as he's working and hounding Abdallah. And Abdallah turns it over, trying to pass it cross court. Micaiah Sanders, easy 2 on the other end as he turned it over and had nobody in front of him. And it's 9-6, Lincoln Northeast, as the Micaiah Sanders trims it to within 3 as a heat check 3 by Teneper on the other end goes off front rim. It bounces out of bounds, nowhere close, and it'll be Lincoln Southwest basketball in just a moment. Nick Sainert with you from Lincoln Southwest High School. If you're just now joining us, 3:37 to go, first quarter. Lincoln Northeast leads the Silverhawks 9-6. 3:32. Micaiah Sanders passes to Isaiah Sanders. Now left side into the game is going to be for Lincoln Southwest, Hudson Metzger. We saw him catch fire last Friday from the three-point line. Jackson Cruz passes left side, Micaiah Sanders. Micaiah dribbles once with his left hand, now picks up. He exhausted his dribble, gives it to Isaiah on the baseline. He dribbles across the court, back to Metzger, 3-ball on the way. Got it! Hudson Metzger right on cue. He's able to tie this one up 9 apiece with 3:02 to play in the first quarter. Southwest on a mini 5-0 run as Lazarick Houston working on the right side. He dribbles it off his foot. It goes out of bounds. Good defensive pressure there by number 2, Isaiah Sanders for Lincoln Southwest. And with 2:56 to go in the first quarter, we have a timeout by Lincoln Northeast. Lincoln Southwest on a 5-0 run. They've come back to tie it up at 9 apiece between Lincoln Northeast and Lincoln Southwest, on 93.7 The Ticket.
Hey, bestie. Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too. My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own.
Always in the driver's seat, huh?
Yep. They set you up with a loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot.
Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop.
Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Out of the Lincoln Northeast timeout, we quickly have a traveling violation on the Southwest Silverhawks as Micaiah Sanders took too many steps with it, so turns it over. It'll be Lincoln Northeast basketball here. 2:38 to play in the first quarter, all knotted up at 9 apiece. Lazarick Houston with it on the left side, dribbles center of the lane, kicks it near side, 3-ball Grant Fredericks, and that one is able to connect. It's 12-9, Lincoln Northeast. Grant Fredericks starts the day 1 for 1. Quickly going with Southwest Silverhawks. They almost lose the basketball, bodies on the floor fighting for it. Edie Pimney comes up with it. Dakari Wilson, 3-ball from the far corner, misses everything into the lap of Grant Fredericks on the other side of the rim. Lazarick Houston pushing the pace up the right side. He's got it at the timeline. Step back 3 over Hudson Metzger. It rattles in and out. Rebound fought for it and deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Marshawn Jefferson of Lincoln Northeast High School. So Lincoln Southwest basketball in just a moment. 2:05 to play. First quarter, 12-9. Lincoln Northeast, the visitors, up by 3 over Lincoln Southwest High School. As also into the game, Dakari Wilson passes it left side. Now Isaiah Sanders takes the bump. Foul on the floor. No shot on that foul. And the foul will go on number 12, Grant Fredericks, and that is his first. Jackson Cruz back into the game for Lincoln Southwest, the former Rocket himself. He will be the inbounder underneath the bucket. Cruz gets it into Pimney. Pimney passes top of the key to Micaiah Sanders. Down low, Cruz flashing in the center of the lane. Takes one power dribble. Passes deflected. Taken away. Up the floor. Grant Fredericks with nobody in front of him. And he misses the dunk. But the follow-up layup is good. And we have a quick whistle and a timeout on the floor. So with 1 minute and 41 seconds left in the first quarter, it's 14-9. It's just a 30-second timeout. And so we'll go ahead and keep it right here, as Lincoln Northeast has done a good job of responding to the 5-0 run. It's been a game of runs. Lincoln Northeast was up 9-4. Lincoln Southwest went on a 5-0 run to tie it up. And now quickly, after a Rockets timeout a few moments ago, they've gone on a 5-0 run of their own to make it a 14-9 game. So out of the Southwest timeout, it will be Silverhawks basketball. The 5 out there for head coach Alex Baugh and Lincoln Southwest. It'll be Hudson Metzger, Jackson Cruz, Edie Pimney, Micaiah Sanders, and Dakari Wilson. Cruz will have it across the timeline, working right to left. Now passes to Micaiah Sanders. Dakari Wilson, top of the key, back to Sanders. Sanders passes right side into the far corner, down low to Pimney. Now on the block, working on number 22. That is number 32 of Lincoln Northeast, Elijah Harris, and he gives up the layup by Micaiah Sanders, and it's going to be a 14-11 ball game after Lincoln Southwest was able to cut into that 5-0 run. Lazarick Houston with it near the logo, guarded airtight by Micaiah Sanders. Floater in the lane, misses off front iron. Lazarick Houston looking for a foul, but Southwest pushes the pace, finds a cutting Micaiah Sanders off the feet of Cruz. Sanders gives it to Metzger. Metzger gets trapped in the corner by Fredericks, and that one's deflected out of bounds to Lincoln Northeast. Metzger got caught in the corner. Cruz tried to come and bail him out, but the defensive pressure there by Grant Fredericks was too much, as that pass was deflected off of the arm of Fredericks and then hit Cruz of Lincoln Southwest. And so it goes out of bounds to the Rockets, who lead 14-11, 52 seconds to go in the first quarter. Marshawn Jefferson gives it to Houston. Houston off the glass, way too easy for the Rockets' leading scorer, as it's now 16-11. Cruz will bring it across the half-court line, passes up the floor to Dakari Wilson. Dakari passes back to Cruz, now to Metzger. Metzger gets close, guarded by Lazarick Houston, as the Rockets are in a 2-3 zone. Metzger, left side, it's Micaiah Sanders, rather. He'll pop the tray from the left side, and he drains it as he looks back towards the Lincoln Northeast Rockets bench on his way back down the floor. And with 18 seconds to go into the first quarter, it's 16-14 Rockets. Lazarick Houston has it on the W of the LSW logo on the center court, as Lazarick passes it left side, now steps back, 3-ball on the way, can't hit it, but a nice rebound by Elijah Harris. He puts up a contested layup, no good. There's the horn, and at the end of the first quarter, your score, the Lincoln Northeast Rockets 16 and the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks 14. Good 8 minutes of basketball. We got another 8 minutes coming up in just a moment, right after this on 93.7 The Ticket.
Hello. Believe it or not, old phones are one of the most common pain points in offices today. Many of these phones are beyond repair because parts aren't available to fix outdated devices. Whether it's a traditional phone system or cloud-based VoIP technology, Hamilton Business Phones can help upgrade your connection. We make it easy to sync your office phone with your cell for seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, you deserve better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At the start of the second quarter here at Lincoln Southwest High School, it's going to be 16-14. The Rockets of Lincoln Northeast have a 2-point advantage over Southwest High School. The Rockets will have the basketball to start here in quarter number 2 as Easton Switzer with it. Crosses the timeline. Rockets still working left to right. Mo Abdallah drives baseline, layup off the glass, and it falls. Not a good enough contest by Jacob Hecht in the lane, and so Lincoln Southwest now trails by 4, 18-14. Isaiah Sanders to Dakari Wilson. Wilson with it on the right side. Wilson now hands it off. Back to Wilson they go to Isaiah Sanders. Southwest trying to move that ball, break that zone of Lincoln Northeast. Back to Isaiah Sanders. Sanders spin move at the elbow, drives through 3 defenders and puts up a tough shot and is able to make it. It's now 18-16 with 7:19 to play in the second quarter. Lazarick Houston passes right side to Grant Fredericks. Fredericks to Abdallah at the top of the key, guarded by Jackson Cruz. Abdallah dribbling with his left hand, spin move at the left elbow, fadeaway jumper, too strong off back iron. Lazarick Houston comes flying in and is able to get the offensive board and the putback over the taller Jacob Hecht. And it's back to a 4-point Lincoln Northeast advantage. Cruz with it now for Southwest. Left side, Dakari Wilson. Wilson passes right wing to Isaiah Sanders. Back left wing now to Kavion Reynolds. And they just playing monkey in the middle essentially with back and forth. But Isaiah Sanders is going to get called for a traveling violation. Turnover once again. And it's back to Lincoln Northeast. So sideline him down here for Lincoln Northeast. 6:46 to go in the second quarter. The Rockets lead it 20-16 here on the road at Lincoln Southwest High School. As Eric Houston with it, dribbles it left side, takes the screen left from Adala. Now they run Grant Fredericks off screen from away from the ball. Now near side, it's Teneper. Teneper started the day 2 for 2 from beyond the three-point line, and he traveled with it as it looked like he wanted to take a step back 3, but then a good closeout there by Dakari Wilson denied him from doing that. And he took too many steps. 20-16, 6:29 to play in the second quarter. Lincoln Southwest with the basketball. Left side, Dakari Wilson with it. Dakari passes right side to Uzziah Sanders. Sanders pass fake left, gives it back the other way to Kavion Reynolds. Takes one dribble in. Shot from the corner on the far side, no good. On the mid-range jumper by Kavion Reynolds. And back the other way we go with Northeast. Northeast pushing the pace, and guess who? Lazarick Houston, but he misses the layup. The putback by Mo Abdallah is good. And Alex Baugh is frustrated on that Lincoln Southwest sideline because that is now 2 offensive rebounds in the last minute of game time that Lincoln Northeast has been able to put back for easy deuces. And it's now a 22-16 ball game as Lincoln Northeast leads by 6 over the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. 6:04 to go in the second quarter. It's a 30-second Alex Baugh timeout. They'll be done here in just a moment, so we'll keep it right here. Friends, learn how to help empower a student today by the power of mentoring with Teammates. Apply today at teammates.org. So the 5 out there for Alex Baugh currently in Lincoln Southwest would be Jacob Hecht, the man in the middle, Dakari Wilson, Uzziah Sanders, Jackson Cruz, and Kavion Reynolds. For Lincoln Northeast, it'll be Grant Fredericks, Lazarick Houston, Hayden Teneper, Easton Switzer, and Mo Abdallah. A little bit of a smaller lineup here for Lincoln Northeast. As Southwest has the basketball, right side, it's Jackson Cruz. Bounce pass far corner to Uzziah Sanders. Cross-court bounce pass. Kavion Reynolds, 3-ball. He connects. A nice shot there by Kavion Reynolds. It's 22-19. Lincoln Northeast with a 3-point lead and the basketball. Lazarick Houston crosses the timeline. Dribbles now left side. lifts his right arm into the air to call the play. He gives to Switzer. 3-ball. What an answer by Easton Schweitzer. I apologize on that pronunciation. Easton Schweitzer with that 3-point shot, and he's able to corral it and connect to answer the Southwest 3. Dakari Wilson, right side, it's Jackson Cruz. Cruz, top of the key, passes into the elbow, and tip from behind, it's Abdallah. Up the floor, Houston being tracked down, and he flushes it with 2 hands, Lazarick Houston. It's 27-19 with 5:05 to play in the second quarter. Top of the key, Reynolds passes it right side, Uzziah Sanders. Southwest needs to find some offense and then translate that into some defense. As the 3-point shot by Dakari Wilson is good. And in the much-needed moment, it's 27-22 after the Southwest 3. Tenneper, left side, Schweitzer. Top of the key, Fredericks. He pulls up from 3, and he's unable to connect. Off the front rim, rebounded by Uzziah Sanders of Lincoln Southwest. Passes right side, Jackson Cruz on the right wing. Top of the key now is Sanders to Wilson on the right side. He's hit a couple of trifectas in the last couple of minutes to Kavion Reynolds. Reynolds passes to Cruz. Cruz dribbles top of the key, left side. Uzziah Sanders 35 feet away from the bucket. Dakari Wilson with it. Dribbles top of the key. It passes now left side. Wide open 3. Unable to hit that shot is Uzziah Sanders. Had a really good look at it. Now Lazarick Houston pushing the pace in the lane. Tries to draw contact. But guess who? Mo Abdallah comes in and cleans up the offensive rebound before Uzziah Sanders is able to take away the ball from the Rockets. Back in transition. Foul on the other end as Kavion Reynolds tried to go up with one hand and hit it off the glass, and he caught body from number 3, Easton Schweitzer. That's his second, and Kavion Reynolds will go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Number 12, Kavion Reynolds.
Alex Baugh and his coaching staff pleading to his guys to box out, get a body, especially on Mo Abdallah, because Abdallah has been killing Lincoln Southwest on the offensive glass, and simply and understandably so, Jacob Hecht coming out of the game, Edie Pimney coming into the game for Lincoln Southwest, one of the bigger bodies. Second free throw, and Kavion Reynolds can't hit either one. It stays a 27-22 ball game as Northeast has the basketball. Right side, it's Fredericks, guarded by Pimney. A little bit of a size advantage and athleticism advantage for Fredericks, and he is able to get past, drive right past Pimney for Lincoln Southwest and finish with the right hand. It's 29-22 now, Lincoln Northeast. Jackson Cruz passes left side. It's through the hands of Kavion Reynolds, and Hudson Mezker will sub in for Kavion Reynolds. 29-22 after the Southwest turnover. 5 out there currently for Lincoln Northeast and head coach Monty Ritchie. It's going to be Marshawn Jefferson, Mo Abdallah, Lazarick Houston, Grant Fredericks, and Hayden Tenneper. As Jefferson gives it to Houston, Houston drives into the lane, tries to push off, is able to get some space, and gets the floater to fall. Lazarick Houston makes it a 31-22 ball game as Southwest trails by 9. Mesker, top of the key, looking, passes left side. Now it's Micaiah Sanders. 3:06 to play, second quarter. Driving baseline, Uzziah Sanders misses the layup. Rebound by Fredericks. Fredericks pushing the pace, now slows down, getting hounded from behind by Uzziah Sanders. Passes out of it to Jefferson, back to Fredericks. Fredericks dribbles top of the key, now into the lane, dribbles it off his leg, and it's going to be Lincoln Southwest basketball. Two minutes, 52 seconds to go, second quarter, 31-22 your score. Lincoln Southwest trails by 9. They have the basketball. Mesker, long 3, unable to get that one. Ilovai's shot early in the shot clock for Hudson Mesker. 2:36 to go as he shot that one a good 2 feet behind the three-point line. Now Lazarick Houston tries a trifecta, unable to get it to fall, and Micaiah Sanders gets the miss. Lincoln Southwest trailing by 9, 2:22 to play. Left side, Uzziah Sanders, pass fake, is left open for a moment, decides not to shoot. Now Mesker with it on the left side at the same spot he just missed a three-pointer a couple seconds ago. Micaiah to Uzziah. Uzziah drives baseline, bounce pass, cross court. Mesker will try again, and it's too strong. Abdallah flying high for the rebound. The Rockets have numbers. Up the floor, Fredericks takes the body. Layup good, no whistle. And it's now an 11-point Lincoln Northeast lead It's 33-22 with 1:57 to play in the first half here on 93.7 The Ticket.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier dealership, stocking top brands such as Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Indian Motorcycles, Sea-Doo, Manitou pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle dealership and ring in the new year the right way on an Indian motorcycle. Save big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft to ring in the new year at their new 27th and I-80 location.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It has been all Lincoln Northeast the last 4 minutes of game time. They lead at 33-22 with 1:57 to go in the first half. Alex Baugh had to call another timeout here as they trail by 11. 1:53 to play, first half. Micaiah Sanders has it now. Uzziah back to Micaiah, top of the key for Lincoln Southwest. Left side is Jackson Cruz. Cruz with it. The zone causing fits for Lincoln Southwest defensively. Good job by Lincoln Northeast. Mid-range jumper from the elbow, no good by Jackson Cruz. And back the other way we go with Lincoln Northeast as Marshawn Jefferson will slowly trot it across the half-court line. Marshawn Jefferson with it. With 1:25 to play in the second quarter, passes left side, Lazarick Houston, the leading scorer of this Rockets squad, averaging 26.5 per game. Now Tenneper fires the three from the near corner, and that's another one for Hayden Tenneper, his third three-pointer of the day, 36-22. And it's quiet here at Lincoln Southwest High School. Left side, Micaiah Sanders with it. Passing it down low and through the hands of Pimney. It's a turnover. There will be exactly 60 seconds on the clock. It's 36-22, Lincoln Northeast 14-point advantage. Marshawn Jefferson with it, dribbling it right side, now throws it over to the top. Lazarick Houston in traffic, and he's bumped and fouled on the floor. Just the second team foul on Lincoln, or excuse me, rather the first team foul on Lincoln Southwest this quarter. Just the second foul overall called in this second period. That foul, by the way, went on number 5, Hudson Mesker. The inbound pass to Tenneper, now to Jefferson. Jefferson passes left side. This is Miles Parra. Parra gives it to Abdallah. Abdallah floater in the lane. Contested, good defense there by Jackson Cruz. And Mesker's there to clean up the miss for Lincoln Southwest. Passing it left side now. Mesker to Cruz. Cruz to Micaiah Sanders. Sanders on the right side. He's working in the backcourt with his brother Uzziah. Micaiah passes to Uzziah Sanders. Down low, bounce pass on the block. Fade away. Cruz now passes it up. Right side, it's Mesker. He pops the tray. Unable to hit as it's off the front iron. And Lazarick Houston pushes the pace. The shot clock is dark. Houston fires up a shot, and he is fouled on the way to the rim. Both Uzziah Sanders and Jackson Cruz were in the area, and it's going to go on Uzziah Sanders. That is the second on Uzziah Sanders. So Lazarick Houston at the line. He's able to connect on the first. Lazarick Houston on the season, he's shooting 75% from the free throw line, and he misses the second. He made the second. 38-22 is your score. Micaiah Sanders passes out. Uzziah Sanders with 5 seconds on the clock. A three-pointer is good. It's 38-25. Houston fires up a half-court heave, and barely grazing the front rim was the half-court shot by Lazarick Houston as time expired. But at the break, Lincoln Northeast, the visitors, they lead at 38-25 over the Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. We'll come back in just a few minutes with some thoughts at halftime. We'll step aside right after this on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Hey, bestie.
Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too.
My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own.
Always in the driver's seat, huh?
Yep. They set you up with a loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot.
Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop.
Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Attention Nebraska sports fans. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join us and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard, guard the good life.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Hello?
Believe it or not, old phones are one of the most common pain points in offices today. Many of these phones are beyond repair because parts aren't available to fix outdated devices. Whether it's a traditional phone system or cloud-based VoIP technology, Hamilton Business Phones can help upgrade your connection. We make it easy to sync your office phone with your cell for seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, you deserve better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into Lincoln Southwest High School. Nick Sander with you on a Friday evening. Austin Norman back in our 93.7 The Ticket Studios. Appreciate him for staying later on a Friday. Your score at the half, Lincoln Northeast 38, Lincoln Southwest 25. It started out game of runs, as in the first quarter, Lincoln Northeast got out to a 9-4 lead, and then a 5-0 run by Lincoln Southwest made it 9-9, and then Lincoln Northeast was able to answer that 5-0 run with one of their own and make it 14-9 at one point. But then after that, it's been all Rockets. A really nice performance defensively by the Rockets. 2-3 zone causing fits for the Southwest Silverhawks offensively. Not been able to pass it well enough. And then on the offense or on the defensive glass, Lincoln Southwest just not finding bodies. And Mo Abdallah with 5 rebounds, 4 of them all offensive in that first half of play. And that's a big reason that, especially in 3 of those times, were on putback layups that Mo Abdallah was able to connect on. There's 6 points right there that could have went the way of the Southwest Silverhawks if they just get a body on number 11 for the Rockets. This place, good job by Lincoln Northeast. Lincoln Southwest, this high school gym, been a little quiet in the later stages of that second quarter. And Southwest unable to get to the free throw line as well. They've only shot 2 free throws all game long. Those came in the first quarter. Lincoln Northeast committed just 1 team foul in that second quarter, and it came in the first minute of that second quarter. And so if you're head coach Alex Baugh, you're probably trying to plead to your guys to stop taking the contested fadeaway jumpers, try to figure out a way to where you can get to the rim or get to the free throw line. Apply some pressure on this Rockets defense. But if you're Monty Ritchie, you're for Lincoln Northeast, you're pretty pleased with that first half effort as they lead it 38-25 over Lincoln Southwest. Once again, Nick Sainer with you, Austin Norman back in our 93.7 The Ticket Studios. We have about 3 minutes until we start the third quarter of play between the Rockets and the Silverhawks here on a Friday evening. We'll step aside for a couple of those and come right back on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
An experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Hey, bestie. Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too.
My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own.
Always in the driver's seat, huh?
Yep. They set you up with the loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot.
Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop.
Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to membersowncu.org/drive. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Sander back with you. Start of the third quarter from Lincoln Southwest High School. 38-25 your score at the start of quarter number 3. It'll be the original starting five on the floor for Lincoln Northeast here in just a moment. That's Easton Schweitzer, Mo Abdallah, Grant Fredericks, Hayden Teneper, who has 3 3-pointers on the day, 3 for 4 from beyond the arc is Teneper, and then Lazarick Houston for Lincoln Southwest. They'll send their original starting five out there as well. Uzziah Sanders, Jackson Cruz, Micaiah Sanders, Kavion Reynolds, and Jacob Hecht. 38-25. Lincoln Northeast trying to hold on to a 13-point advantage.
The Silverhawks will inbound the ball to start.
Possession arrow gives it to Lincoln Southwest, so they'll start with the basketball here in quarter number 3. They'll now work left to right from my vantage point as Northeast will work right to left. They inbound it through the Silverhawks to Jackson Cruz, who passes it right side to Micaiah Sanders. Top of the key now left side. It's Uzziah Sanders, Micaiah Sanders with it. Makkih, Micaiah Sanders. Cruz fade away in the middle of the lane, and a foul from the backside as the official in front of the Southwest bench was the one who whistled for it, and that's going to send Jackson Cruz to the line for 2. That foul goes on Mo Abdallah. That's his first. The first free throw by Cruz is up and good. It's 38-26. And both free throws are up and down for the former Lincoln Northeast Rocket, now current Lincoln Southwest Silverhawk, Jackson Cruz. It is 38-27. Lazarick Houston with it near the timeline. He's guarded closely all the way out there by Uzziah Sanders. Now he takes a screen left from Teneper. Teneper laid into the defender there. Lazarick Houston able to get the easy deuce to fall on the left side. It's 40-27. Jackson Cruz across the timeline looking for help. Now gets it to Micaiah Sanders. Micaiah hands it back off to Jackson Cruz. Alex Baugh motioning from the near sideline. Back to Cruz on the top of the key to Uzziah Sanders. Sanders back to the other Sanders on the right wing. Dribbles once, now passes left side to Uzziah. Uzziah spin around, back out to Micaiah near the logo. 13 on the possession. Lincoln Southwest. Now that's Kavion Reynolds, and he turns it over with an errant pass with 6:55 to play in the third quarter. Lazarick Houston with it. Over the top pass to Grant Fredericks for 3. Unable to hit that one from the far corner, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jacob Hecht of Lincoln Southwest High School. It's been a tough day at the office for Jacob Hecht as he hasn't been able to really get into a rhythm down low. Mo Abdallah has been a tough matchup for him. Edie Pimney comes in and is able to relieve Jacob Hecht in the lane. Fredericks gets his shot blocked by Sanders. Back the other way, it's Micaiah Sanders working on Teneper. Layup is good off the glass. A quick 2 for Lincoln Southwest after Fredericks got his shot rejected. And now the other way, Lazarick Houston, no look past Teneper. Teneper near side, now top of the key, Lazarick Houston. 6:27 to play third quarter, crosses over, does Lazarick Houston. Gets Cruz to jump in the air on the hesitation and fouled on the floor by the Silverhawks. Pimney pleading that was all ball, but it is going to be on number 23 in white, and that will be his first. They're going to say Lazarick was in the act of shooting as he got hit on the arm, and so he'll go to the free throw line and is able to hit the first. Lazarick Houston hit a step-back 3 earlier in the game, and he got Jackson Cruz to bite. As now the second free throw is off back iron. Cruz able to corral the defensive rebound. So Jackson Cruz will bring it across. Passes right side to Micaiah Sanders. Sanders with it. He'll dribble at top of the key now slowly. Micaiah Sanders working left side. Now to Uzziah. Back to Micaiah, top of the key. Fake passes it left. Now does pass it left side. Cruz working on a baseline. Jumper. Got it. It's 41-31. Back to a 10-point lead for Lincoln Northeast after Lincoln Southwest able to hit a jumper from the far side. 41-31, 5:50 to play third quarter. Lazarick Houston with the top of the key, working on 2 Southwest defenders. Teneper over the head pass to Abdallah. Abdallah working on Cruz. He gets doubled, and that's going to be a carry on Mo Abdallah as the help side pressure from Pimney came to help Cruz defensively, and it forced Abdallah to carry. 41-31, 5:37 to play in the third quarter. Lincoln Southwest trying to cut into this double-digit Rocket lead. With it right side is Uzziah Sanders, top of the key, Micaiah. Now Micaiah to Kavion Reynolds on the left side. Reynolds to Micaiah Sanders. Pass fakes right side. Now does pass it. Uzziah Sanders can't hit the three-pointer. Offensive board, fade away, and the shot is blocked by Fredericks, but they're going to say he got him with the body as Fredericks blocked Cruz, and it's going to go on Grant Fredericks. That's his second. So Jackson Cruz will go back to the free throw line where he was 2 for 2 earlier, and now he is able to hit the first one. It's back to a single-digit deficit for Lincoln Southwest. 9-point deficit after Cruz goes 1 for 2 at the charity stripe. Lazarick Houston crosses the timeline. He's picked up by Uzziah Sanders. Now top of the key. Schweitzer wide open three. And the big answer that Lincoln Northeast needed as it's back to a 12-point Rocket advantage, 44-32, excuse me. Micaiah Sanders with it on the right side. Top of the key, it's Uzziah Sanders. Left side, Kavion Reynolds. Reynolds with it, guarded by Teneper. Reynolds passes near the logo to Micaiah Sanders, now right wing Uzziah. Into the near side corner, Jackson Cruz tries to drive baseline. The help defense comes, and Abdallah forces the turnover for Lincoln Northeast. 3-on-2 break. Fredericks in the other end. Layup falls for Grant Fredericks. Here we go. Lincoln Southwest pushing the pace. Uzziah Sanders in the lane. He's fouled and gets the bucket to fall. It's 46-34 with one free throw looming for Uzziah Sanders. He noticed that the Silverhawks had numbers. Grant Fredericks slid into the first row of the student section near the cheerleaders after he was able to convert the 2-point bucket. And Uzziah Sanders pushed the pace. He got the 2 to fall and was able to pick up the foul as well. It's 46-34 after Uzziah Sanders can't connect on the free throw. Lazarick Houston brings it across the timeline, working right to left, 4:26 to play in the third quarter. Lazarick Houston driving left side, step back, fade away, jumper, no good. Pimney gets the defensive rebound, and up the floor he goes to Micaiah Sanders. Sanders with it, pushing the pace, running the floor, and a foul is going to be called on the floor as this one, both Fredericks and Schweitzer were in the area, and it's going to go on Schweitzer. That's his third. Quickly, Marshawn Jefferson subs in for Lincoln Northeast. (46-34) your score, 4:14 to play in the third quarter. Micaiah Sanders with the top of the key, looking, Cruz calling for it. They get it down to him. He missed Pimney on the other side of the lane, but he fades away, can't connect on the jumper, as Cruz has tried that multiple times this evening and has been very ineffective. 3:57 to play third quarter. Left side, it's Lazarick Houston dribbling center of the lane. No look pass out. Teneper for his fourth three, and he hits it. Hayden Teneper with his fourth three-pointer. He's now got 12 points as Micaiah Sanders pushes the pace, getting hounded defensively. Southwest has numbers in the lane. Sanders misses the layup, gets his own miss, and finds Cruz, who puts up a jumper from 10 feet and is able to connect. It's 49-36, 30-27 to play in the third quarter. Left side, here's Lazarick Houston. Houston with it. Drives in the middle of the lane and is bumped and fouled, I believe, by Uzziah Sanders. They will. They'll get Uzziah Sanders. That's his third. Scratch that. That's his second. I apologize. Dakari Wilson checks in for Lincoln Southwest. It'll be a baseline inbounds for Lincoln Northeast underneath their own bucket. To my left, 3:21 to play, third quarter, and they get a fresh 35 on the shot clock. Lazarick Houston to be the inbounder. They try to get it to Abdallah down low. Lazarick Houston throws it over the top. Nobody's home. Micaiah Sanders, 2-on-1 break for Southwest, and he's blocked by Fredericks, but Fredericks gets him with the body, and it will be Fredericks' third foul with 3:17 to play in the third. So Micaiah Sanders at the line to shoot 2 shots. First one on the way, no good. This was an issue for Lincoln Southwest last Friday against Southeast. Unable to connect on free throws. 49-36 your score, 3:17 to play third quarter. Second one on the way for Micaiah Sanders. He's able to connect. And Southwest will now extend some defensive pressure as the Rockets looking to get it in. They get it into Abdallah. Abdallah able to get Cruz. Nobody stops ball. Abdallah all the way inside the lane off the glass, and he gets an easy pair. Mo Abdallah makes it back a 51-37 ball game, 3:04 to play, third quarter. Cruz gets bumped and fouled by Marshawn Jefferson. That's going to be Marshawn's first. After a second quarter that only saw two team fouls, or two fouls total, we have 7 in the first 4 minutes and 57 seconds of the third quarter. That is the 5th team foul on Lincoln Northeast, meaning that Lincoln Southwest goes to the charity stripe to shoot. First one on the way is good. (51-38) your score. Second one on the way for Jackson Cruz. That one's also good. 51-39. Lincoln Southwest continuing to try to chip away. But Lincoln Northeast, to their credit, has done a nice job of staying out in front. Lazarick Houston, as Abdallah now gets it stripped away, taken away by Jackson Cruz. 2 minutes, 48 seconds to go, third quarter, 51-39. Southwest with the basketball, down by 12. Isaiah Sanders to Dakari Wilson. Dakari Wilson now back to Isaiah Sanders. He drives baseline, goes into the contact of Abdallah, and gets the layup to fall. It's now a 10-point Rockets lead as Lincoln Southwest on a mini run. They've now trailed by just 10. They trailed at halftime by 13, 38-25. Here's Abdallah with it. Lincoln Northeast with the basketball, and a double dribble by Mo Abdallah, and another Rockets turnover. With 2:21 to go in the third quarter, Monty Ritchie wants to talk things over. We'll step aside as well. Come back in 60 seconds right after this on 93.7 The Ticket.
Attention Nebraska sports fans. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join us and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard, guard the good life.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Alrighty, Nick Sander back with you. Austin Norman back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios. Lincoln Southwest basketball, and Dakari Wilson makes it a 7-point ball game as they trim into the lead a little bit more, 51-44 after the Dakari Wilson three for Lincoln Southwest. Left side, Lazarick Houston, step back, long two, misses it, and the rebound tipped around a couple of times, still up in the air, and Lazarick Houston somehow gets it back. Marshawn Jefferson for three, bounces around, it hits the top of the backboard, no whistle. And Isaiah Sanders with the defensive rebound. Micaiah Sanders up the floor. He goes into Jefferson. A traveling violation on Micaiah Sanders. It'll be Lincoln Northeast basketball here. 1:41 to play, third quarter. 51-44. A lot of basketball left in this one. A whole quarter left to play. Lazarick Houston crosses the timeline. Gets the call from Monty Ritchie on the Rockets sideline. Now Lazarick Houston with it right side. Dumps it outside. Now top of the key. Left side, Teneper for his fifth three, and he hits. He's 5 for 6. Hayden Teneper, 54-44. Southwest with the basketball to Mesker. Mesker now right side to Dakari Wilson. To Sanders. Isaiah with it on the left wing. Cross-court pass to Dakari Wilson. Another cross-court pass back to Isaiah Sanders. He fakes left, goes right. As Marshawn Jefferson falls on the floor, no whistle, and a contested shot falls off the glass and in. It's 54-46. Lazy pass almost taken away by Micaiah Sanders, but Marshawn Jefferson is there to get it for Lincoln Northeast. We're under a minute to go in the third quarter, 51 seconds on the game clock, 22 on the possession. Jefferson with it, top of the key, passes left side, three ball, Para, and too strong. Rebounded by Jackson Cruz. Up the floor he goes to Uzziah Sanders. Sanders working on Lazarick Houston. Layup good. It's a 6-point ball game. 54-48. They're going to say one shot here. Monty Ritchie, 31 on the game clock, about a half-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Lazarick Houston with it near the logo in the far corner, far side of the floor rather. Lazarick Houston guarded by Uzziah Sanders, 15 on the game clock, 13 now on the shot clock. Half-second differential here as we wind down the third quarter. 54-48 your score. Lazarick Houston gets a defender to jump in the air, misses the three-point shot. Cruz with the rebound, still one on the clock. The half-court heave is short and to the left. But at the end of the third quarter, Lincoln Southwest, they trailed by 13 at the half, and they trail by 6 now going into the fourth quarter. It's 54-48 here as we begin the final 8 minutes of play in just a moment in 60 seconds on 93.7 The Ticket.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier dealership, stocking top brands such as Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Indian Motorcycles, Sea-Doo, Manitou pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle dealership and ring in the new year the right way on an Indian motorcycle. Save big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft to ring in the new year at their new 27th and I-80 location.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back here on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Nick Sandert from Lincoln Southwest High School. Austin Norman back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios, 1040 O Street, downtown Lincoln. 54-48 as we start the fourth quarter of play. Lincoln Northeast leads by 6. They'll start with the basketball. Lazarick Houston gives it up. Bodies on the floor, and it will be a jump ball. Possession arrow points in the way of the Silverhawks. Lazarick Houston just lost possession of that basketball, and it went in between the legs of Hudson Mezker, and bodies flew on the floor, and jump ball gives it to Lincoln Southwest. Here's Micaiah Sanders, now left side to Dakari Wilson, to Sanders once again. This is Uzziah, now to Micaiah. Micaiah with it, top of the key, left side, Dakari Wilson. Back to Micaiah. Micaiah passes right side, Hudson Metzger, open look three, and he's unable to connect. That's one of the best three-point shooters on Lincoln Southwest side, and he's unable to connect on a really nice look from the right wing. Pass out Fredericks for Lincoln Northeast to Abdallah. Abdallah, left-handed shooter, who's turned it over a couple of times in that third quarter, was quiet on the glass, which is in contrast to the first half. But here's Lazarick Houston. He gets the layup to fall, and it's 56-48 as Lazarick Houston finishes with the left hand. Micaiah Sanders, as he crosses the timeline, down inside, poked away, gotten back. Now Cruz worth it, kicks it out. Mezger, shot fake, dribbles in, cross-court pass to Kari Wilson. Wilson with it, throws it down low on the block to Jackson Cruz, working on Abdallah. Abdallah gets faked out, and Cruz can't hit the shot as that rebound goes off the hands of Abdallah, and it will stay with the Silverhawks. 56-48 your score, 6:45 to play in the fourth quarter. Baseline inbound underneath their own bucket. Lincoln Southwest gets it into Dakari Wilson, now to Micaiah Sanders. Sanders with it, back to Wilson. Wilson catches in stride, shoots the three, too strong. Rebound fought for, hauled in by Uzziah Sanders, and we have a foul as Uzziah Sanders was trying to save it from going out of bounds, and it's going to go on number 11, Mo Abdallah. I think if you're head coach Alex Baugh, you're sitting there at the end of the third quarter, in Alex Baugh of Lincoln Southwest, that is, and you're saying, okay, you know what? We did what essentially we needed to do after one quarter of play. You trailed by 13 at half. You trailed by 6 at the end of the third quarter. You cut the margin in half. And now you just got some work to do here in the fourth quarter, trailing by 8 with the basketball. Lincoln Southwest cross-court pass taken away. Lazarick Houston. And Teneper now steps on the baseline and will give it right back to Lincoln Southwest. So Lincoln Northeast not doing any favors here for their own benefit, as it's baseline inbound here into Lincoln Southwest. On the right side, it's Cruz working on Frederick. Steps back, floater on the way, too strong. And the rebound putback try is no good, but we have a foul on the putback attempt. And that foul is going to go on Hayden Teneper, number 22 in black for Lincoln Northeast. That's his second. At the line, shooting 2 shots will be Makai Sanders. First one is good. Kavion Reynolds checks in as Hudson Metzger will take a seat. Second free throw by Makai Sanders is also good. And so now 56-50 is your score with 6:07 to play in the fourth quarter. Lazarick Houston with it. Left side here is Lazarick Houston. He takes a bump and is fouled on the near side by Dakari Wilson. That's his first. .601 to go, fourth quarter. Inbound here to Abdallah. Abdallah with it on left wing. They flash. Schweitzer down low. Easy look. Defensive collapse there by Lincoln Southwest. And it's now 58-50. 5:47 to play in the fourth quarter. Right side, here's Uzziah Sanders. Sanders with the top of the key to Jackson Cruz. Cruz passes it right side. Uzziah Sanders now top of the key back to Cruz. Left side to Micaiah. Now to Dakari Wilson, back to Micaiah Sanders. Micaiah Sanders with it, throws it one-handed to Jackson Cruz. Back to Micaiah Sanders on the left wing. 5:28 to play. 5:28 to go in the fourth quarter. Floater on the way is good by Sanders. And it's a 58-52 ball game. Lincoln Southwest just doing enough to stay in this one. Easton Schweitzer with it near the logo. He's pressured by Micaiah Sanders. Schweitzer hesitates. So Micaiah Sanders doesn't bite, and we have a double dribble. 58-52 is your score. 5:10 to play. Fourth quarter. They'll inbound it to Jackson Cruz. Cruz will cross the timeline. Dakari Wilson now, left side, Uzziah Sanders. Uzziah will dribble top of the key, now hand it to his brother Micaiah. Micaiah passes right side to Dakari Wilson, now near corner. Kavion Reynolds for 3, and it rims out. No good, and Teneper with the defensive rebound. Up the floor, Lazarick Houston getting pressured, gets bumped, and now a foul is called by Micaiah Sanders as they pressured the ball with Lazarick Houston handling it. And that's going to be the second on Sanders. Hudson Metzger will sub in for Dakari Wilson. Sideline inbound. Abdallah gets it in to Lazarick Houston. Houston with the top of the key now, dribbles left side on the wing. 4:41 to play. He'll pop the 3. Misses that one short. And Jackson Cruz is there to clean up the miss. Left side, here's Micaiah Sanders. Now top of the key. Jackson Cruz gets it taken away by Lazarick Houston. Houston in transition. Two-handed slam. Lazarick Houston. It's 60-52. Back the other way we go with Jackson Cruz. Cruz left side. Here's Micaiah Sanders. Sanders with it. Hands it to Uzziah. Uzziah to Hudson Metzger, who's back into the game. Jackson Cruz now with it in the near corner. 20 on the shot clock. 4:05 on the game clock. Metzger pops the 3, and he connects a much-needed 3-point shot by Hudson Metzger. It's 60-55. Lincoln Northeast with a 5-point lead. Lazarick Houston with it right side. Takes the screen right. He'll pop the 3, trying to answer. Can't do it. Grant Fredericks with the offensive rebound, rather. It goes out of bounds after he puts up a shot. It was blocked from behind, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lincoln Southwest. And it will be Lincoln Northeast basketball. They inbound it to Schweitzer. Schweitzer now to Abdallah. Abdallah working on Cruz in the lane, and one. Mo Abdallah finishes with the left hand. Jackson Cruz is called for the whistle. And it's 62-55, and we have a Monty Ritchie Lincoln Northeast timeout. We'll step aside, come back in 60 seconds on 93.7 The Ticket.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Hello? Hello?
Believe it or not, old phones are one of the most common pain points in offices today. Many of these phones are beyond repair because parts aren't available to fix outdated devices. Whether it's a traditional phone system or cloud-based VoIP technology, Hamilton Business Phones can help upgrade your connection. We make it easy to sync your office phone with your cell for seamless call handling, no matter where you work. If your current office phone can't do this, you deserve better. Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Now back to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Three minutes, 42 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Mo Abdallah will be at the line to shoot one more. Fellas, click it or ticket. Buckle up when you drive. Sponsored by the Nebraska DOT Highway Safety Office. All right, Mo Abdallah at the line, 62-55. Make it 63-55. A perfect swish through the nylon, and it's 63-55 with 3:37 to play in the fourth quarter. Hudson Mesker with it left side. Top of the key, Uzziah Sanders. Sanders with it, guarded by Schweitzer. Now into the near corner, it's Kavion Reynolds. Reynolds with it, passes left side to Mesker. Mesker will try for another three, and he's able to hit. Hudson Mesker, the last two possessions, keeping Southwest in this one with 2 3-pointers on back-to-back possessions. And it's 63-58. Lazarick Houston with it on the left side. Houston gets picked up by Cruz. Hesitates, now spin move. Lost the basketball for a moment, but gets it back to Schweitzer. Schweitzer exhausts his dribble, now to Abdallah. Abdallah in the lane, tries to draw contact. Offensive rebound, Lazarick Houston to Teneper for his 6th three. He can't connect. Frederick skies high for the offensive rebound. And there's a whistle, and a foul is going to be called on Kavion Reynolds. That is the first personal foul on Reynolds and the 4th on the Silverhawks. They'll inbound it to Schweitzer. Schweitzer gets to Abdallah. 2 minutes, 48 seconds to go, fourth quarter. Hayden Teneper with it. Top of the key, hands it off Lazarick Houston. Houston crosses over. Lazarick Houston, number 24 for Lincoln Northeast. He'll back it out, slow it down. Still 19 seconds on the possession. Lazarick Houston uses a screen left from Fredericks. He crosses over at the top of the key in the lane, kicks it out. Fredericks, shot fake, takes the three from the right wing, can't connect, and that ball goes out of bounds. Last touch off the shot as Fredericks missed on a good look from the right wing. And with 2:24 to go in the fourth quarter, it's 63-58. Lincoln Southwest trailed by 6 at the end of the third quarter. They now trail by 5, which is the smallest margin since back in the early moments of the second quarter. Hudson Metzger with it right side. It's Uzziah Sanders. Sanders top of the key to Kari Wilson. Back to Uzziah. Uzziah in the lane. Kicks it out. Wilson shot fake. Now he'll take a three to Kari Wilson. It's a 2-point ball game. 63-61. 1:58 to go as Lazarick Houston in the lane. His shot's blocked, but they're going to call a foul down low. The shot was blocked by Sanders, but they're going to call the foul on Micaiah Sanders. That was swatted into the Lincoln Northeast bench. 63-61 with 2 free throws looming for Lazarick Houston. The first one is up, and it's good. 1 minute, 55 seconds to play. Fourth quarter, Lincoln Southwest trails by 3. It's 64-61 with one more free throw coming up for Lincoln Lazarick Houston. And it's good. 65-61. Southwest trails by 4 with just over 90 seconds to play. Hudson Mesker with it. On the left side, he's had some big three-point shots in the last couple of minutes. Wilson to Mesker. Mesker in the far corner. Back to Wilson. Now top of the key, it's Cruz. Cruz to Mesker. He pops a long three. Hudson Mesker. It's 65-64 with 1 minute and 28 seconds to play. On the top of the key, Lazarick Houston. Houston with it on the left side, guarded by Mezger, who's been nails offensively and trying to make a big stop defensively. Cross-court pass, Schweitzer, 3-ball, right wing, short, and the Silverhawks have a chance to take the lead with 60 seconds to play. Micaiah Sanders to Yaziah on the left wing. Yaziah to Cruz. We are under 60 seconds to go. Lincoln Southwest trailed at halftime, 38-25. They trailed by 6 at the start of the fourth quarter, and now they trail by 1 with the basketball and 45 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. To Mezger, same spot and different result. He's unable to hit. Abdallah tips the rebound into the hands of Cruz. Southwest with another chance. Cruz can't hit the floater. Lazarick Houston going the other way. Watch out, Lazarick Houston. He's fouled from behind by Mezger, and he'll go to the line to shoot one more. Lazarick Houston is able to take the missed floater from Jackson Cruz. He takes it to the other end of the floor, lays it in, and is pushed from behind by Hudson Mezger. That is Mezger's second. And so when we come back in 30 seconds, Lazarick Houston will have one free throw to try to make it a 68-64 ball game. But for now, we're sitting here exactly 30 seconds to go. 67-64 is your score. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. Sorry to fake you out. Austin Orman back in our ticket studios. From lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators, and more, Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need it. SunbeltRentals.com. 67-64, your score. Lincoln Northeast leading by 3 points. Lincoln Southwest, Hudson Mezger tried from the same spot to take a 2-point lead. It was 65-64. And if Mezger could have capitalized on that three, it would have been 66-64. Southwest with the lead, however, unable to connect. They were able to get the offensive rebound was Southwest, but it almost looked like Jackson Cruz panicked. He spun around. They had a fresh shot clock, still 40-plus seconds to go, and he put up a contested jumper, fading away from the bucket, and missed it. And Lazarick Houston, as he's at the free throw line, he converts the and one. It's a 4-point lead, 68-64. Here's Jackson Cruz going downhill with it. Cruz, shot blocked by Houston. Houston gets the defensive rebound. Up the floor they go. Houston in transition. Layup good. Lazarick Houston. As Southwest starting to panic, Dakari Wilson with 10 seconds on the clock. It's a 6-point differential. Yaziah Sanders tipped around to Wilson. 3-ball on the way. No good. Northeast is going to escape as they get the rebound, and there's the horn. There was a whistle. As soon as the horn sounded, they'll call game over, and your final score, the Lincoln Northeast Rockets survive. They win it 70-64 over Lincoln Southwest. Lincoln Southwest was so close. They were down by 13 at half, down by 6 to enter the fourth quarter. They had a shot, a great look by Hudson Mezger, who hit 2 3-pointers in the final 2 minutes of game time. They had a chance to take the lead, and then off the missed 3-pointer, they had another chance to take the lead, and they missed a jumper. And all of that to say, Lazarick Houston made some plays. He had an and one opportunity. He was able to get the game-clinching defensive rebound. He ran up the floor, laid it in with 11 seconds, and that is all she wrote. Lincoln Northeast wins 70-64 is your final score. We want to thank once again Next Ag Appraisal and Realty for their support of high school sports all season long. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Visit Next Ag Real Estate to learn how their firsthand experience can help you in valuing, managing, and selling your property. Once again, I want to thank you for joining us on a Friday night, a real exciting one. You didn't know how this one was going to turn out early on in the ball game. It looked to be all Lincoln Northeast Rockets. Give credit to Lincoln Southwest. They fought back. They had a chance, but just came up short. Once again, your final score, Lincoln Northeast, they improve to 9-3 on the campaign with a 70-64 win over the now 7-5 overall Lincoln Southwest Silverhawks. Once again, I want to thank my partner, Austin Orman, back in our 93.7 The Ticket Studios for pushing all the buttons, making sure we stay connected. But Nick Sainert for now saying so long from Lincoln Southwest High School. Your final score, once final time, Lincoln Northeast 70 and Lincoln Southwest 64. Good night, everybody.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier dealership, stocking top brands such as Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Indian Motorcycles, Sea-Doo, Manitou pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle dealership and ring in the new year the right way on an Indian motorcycle. Save big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft to ring in the new year at their new 27th and I-80 location.
Hey, bestie. Whoa, how'd you snag that awesome set of wheels? I'm in the market for a new car, too.
My friends at Members Own Credit Union. You're always in the driver's seat when it comes to your finances at Members Own.
Always in the driver's seat, huh?
Yep. They set you up with the loan that makes sense for your budget with great rates and top-notch customer service to boot.
Looks like we're going to need to make a pit stop.
Let's go. I'll drive. Hit the road to financial success and explore auto loan options with your best financial friend, Members Own Credit Union. For details, go to